Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Tonight we are having hamburgers and french fries. It's our all-time favorite. It's always easy, simple, and everybody loves it. So here's how we make it, and I've showed this before, but we just add in a little bit of panko breadcrumbs this time, and then we add in some Worcestershire and some mustard and our two favorite seasonings, and then just mix that up and pat into patties and fry in a pan on the stove. And then I also fry my french fries in a separate pan with frying grease or oil, whichever one you want to call it. And while my burgers and my fries were cooking, I cut up this tomato for my burger, and I also cut up some onion. Going to fix everybody's burgers how they want them and assemble their plates and get everybody situated and get those tummies full. satisfies everybody and everybody gets full. So that's always my go-to meal that everyone will like, and it's always delicious and it always turns out great. Tonight we are having barbecue chicken, sauteed squash and zucchini, sauteed potatoes with onion, and some macaroni and cheese for the kids because they really don't care for the squash and zucchini. So to start with, I just baked my chicken on this bacon rack covered in foil with the bacon rack on top of that so that the aluminum foil catches any drippings. And then once it gets almost done, I add in my barbecue sauce on top, and that's how I do the chicken. And for the squash and zucchini, I just cut them in circles and cut up some onion and butter in a deep pan, and kind of saute those on medium low heat for about 20 minutes, just until the squash and zucchini are until the squash and zucchini are soft, y'all. Zucchini, and then I've already had a little bit of butter in there, but I added a little bit more because I didn't have enough. And I cut up just a little bit of an onion, maybe a quarter of an onion, and put in there, maybe not even a quarter, just a little bit, just to season it, because my husband really don't care for onions, but I do, and hopefully he'll never tell that they're in there. And then you just saute it on like low medium heat until the zucchini and squash are softened, and that's it. Cutting up this piece of onion into this pot with some butter for my potatoes and onion. next we're having creamy spaghetti with corn on the cob, and if you like cream cheese, you will really love this creamy spaghetti because that is what makes it creamy. But to start with, I am getting my corn in my pot to boil, and I'm going to add in a little bit of this Old Bay seasoning for flavor. We really like our corn with that Old Bay seasoning. And then that's it for the corn, and I'll just get that to boiling until it's soft and ready to, how it's supposed to be when you eat it. And then I'm going to show y'all how I make the spaghetti. And if you don't try anything else, you must try the spaghetti. We really enjoyed it. It's a unique twist on spaghetti instead of the same old kind of spaghetti. So yeah, you must try it. While my ground beef is browning, I'm going to dice up just a little slice of this bell pepper, and I'm going to dice mine up real little so that my kids can't tell that it's in there, but you can just dice it however you like. It's your kitchen. You cook it how you want it, but this is how I'm going to do it. And I'm going to do the onion like that also, and then you just add that into the pot that your ground beef is cooking in and cook it all together. And somehow I lost the footage of me adding in the cream cheese and the noodles and cooking the noodles and everything. But I did boil my spaghetti noodles, and then I drained the water and added them into my spaghetti sauce with my ground beef and my bell pepper and onion. And that is the sauce that I use, the mushroom sauce, and then that's the cream cheese. And you only use 4 ounces, which is a half a block. And I cut it up in little cubes, and I put it into my sauce and my noodles and all that stuff, and just mix it all together until it's melted. And that's how it will look. Y'all, this is so good. You have to try it. Up next, last but definitely not least, is baked Hawaiian ham with lima beans and rice and roasted zucchini and squash and homemade buttermilk biscuits. And that was a lot to say, y'all. And anyway, for the squash and zucchini, I'm just going to do it like you saw before in this video. I'm going to cut it in circles, and I'm going to cut the circles in half, put them on this baking sheet, cover with butter, and bake for about 15-20 minutes on 375. This is how your squash and zucchini should look whenever you put them in the oven. And y'all, when I'm making biscuits, I just kind of wing it and I add until it looks right to me. But I'll try to leave you a recipe in the description box if you're interested in a buttermilk biscuit recipe. For for the lima beans and rice, I just cook the lima beans in my crock pot on low pretty much all day with some cut up sausage, and the rice, of course, I just cook it as the package says. And for my ham, I just cover in brown sugar with some cold cola and maraschino cherries and some pineapple and bake that for about an hour on 375. And this is how everything turned out. My biscuits were huge, y'all, but they were so delicious. I hope this gave you some inspirations to get up and cook your family a good comfort food, southern cooked meal, whatever you want to call it. It was delicious, and I'm sure your family will love it too. This is my family's favorite kind of meals, so I wanted to say thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this What's for Dinner, and until next time, bye y'all.